kind of pain is it? What can he feel? What's it all about? Oh, the agony.
The only other thing would be to bind yourself forever to a suffering invalid, the everlasting torment.
I can't go on like this. Things will get better. You'll be better. Everything will be completely well again.
The only awful thing would be to bind yourself forever to a suffering invalid. It would be everlasting torment.
Awful for you, but not for me. You must know that without you, there is nothing in my life, and suffering with you is the greatest possible happiness. I love you. I really do.
Please, miss, come quickly and see your father. Something terrible has happened. It's Count Pecha. A letter.
Princess Maria.
So this is how we meet again. He often talked of you towards the end. But I'm glad to hear of your salvation. It's the only piece of good news we've had in a long while.
You can well imagine I knew nothing of it. I thought he had been killed. I did not know that he had gone to live with the Rostovs. Strange how things work out.
See, surely you know who this is.
No. It's impossible. No, it's just someone who reminds me of her. It's...
Natasha.
Natasha.
Hello again, Pierre.
Why did he have to die? Such a fine young man, so full of life.
Yes, it would be hard to live without faith nowadays.
Yes, you're quite right. Very true.
Why is that true?
Well, you have only to think of what is in store for us.
And also because only someone who believes there is a God guiding our lives could stand a loss such as hers. And yours.
He was a great man and a loving brother.
Yes, yes, I can see that. But did he find peace? Did he soften? I'm sure it was a great joy for him to meet you again.
Yes, it was. It really was a great joy for me. And he was longing for me to come to him the moment I went in. We knew nothing about it when we were leaving Moscow. And suddenly Sonia told me he was with us. And I just couldn't think. I had to be with him. And then, as I was holding his hand, he breathed his last. Mary said, "It's all over, isn't it?" And I, looking at his still cold body, closed his eyes with the tips of my fingers. And that's it. That's all there is.
Pierre, stay a little longer, please. We'll have supper. Go downstairs. We'll be down in a minute. It's the first time she's talked about something like this.
It was a terrible sight. Children abandoned, some trapped in the fire. One child was dragged out right in front of me. And the women were having things wrenched off their bodies, earrings torn up. Then this patrol came by and took all the men that weren't looting. All the men, that is, including me.
I'm sure there's something here. Something you're not telling us. You must have done something good.
Everybody says that adversity means suffering. But if you ask me now, at this moment, if I would rather go back to as I was before I was taken prisoner, or go through it all again, I would sooner be a prisoner and eat horse meat. We all think we only have to be knocked a little bit off the path and we've lost everything, but it's the start of something new and good. When there's life, there's happiness, and there is a huge amount yet to come. I'm saying that for your benefit.
Yes, you're right. Me too. I wouldn't want to do anything but go through it all again from start to finish. That and nothing more.
No, that's not right. It's not my fault I'm still alive and I want to live, and neither is it yours.
Natasha, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. Good night. It's bedtime. Mary, do you know what? I think we avoid talking about him. It's as though we're afraid of causing offense, so we don't talk about him, and then we forget him.
How could we forget him?
It felt so good telling him all about it today. It was painful and difficult, but it felt right. It really did. I'm sure Pierre really loved him. That's why I told him. It didn't matter, did it?
What, talking to Pierre? Oh no, he's such a good man, isn't he?
Mary, do you know something? He's different. Sort of clean and smooth and fresh. It's as if he just came out of the bathhouse. Do you know what I mean? A moral bathhouse. Am I right?
Yes, you are. He's gained so much.
It's as if he just came out of a bathhouse. Sometimes Papa used to.
I can see why Andrew loved him more than anyone else.
Yes, and he's so different from him. They do say men make better friends when they are quite different from each other. It must be true. He's not a bit like him, is he?
No, but he is such a wonderful man.
Oh, well. Good night.
Good night, Natasha.
So you're off to Petersburg? No. Oh, Petersburg? Yes, tomorrow. But I'll call in, so we don't have to say goodbye. You may have some little commission for me.
Goodbye.
Princess, help me please. What am I going to do? Is there any hope for me? Princess, my dear friend, listen to me. I know all about it. I know I'm not worthy of her. I know this is something we can't even talk about just now, but I want to be a brother to her. No, I don't. I can't. It's like this. I don't know how long I've been in love with her, but she's the only one I've ever loved in all my life, and I love her so much I just can't imagine living without her. I can't bring myself to ask for her hand now, but the thought that there's just a chance that she could be my wife and I might miss the opportunity is just awful. I want to know, is there any hope for me? Please, tell me what to do.
I'm thinking on what you just said. Here's how I see it. You are quite right that for you to talk to about her love right now would be not right.
But what can I possibly do?
Leave it with me, I know.
Well?
I know she loves you. I mean, she will love you.
But what makes you think that? Do you really think there's any hope for me? Is that what you think?
It is. Write to her parents, then leave it with me. I shall tell her when the time is right. I want this to happen, and I have a feeling in my heart that it will.
Has he said anything, has he? I felt like listening at the door, but I knew you would tell me.
He left for Petersburg, but before he left, he told me of his love for you.
Petersburg? Mary, tell me what to do. I'm scared of doing the wrong thing. I'll do anything you say. Just please help me.
You do love him, don't you?
Yes.
Why are you crying? I'm so pleased.